Hey guys, Mark Sagan here, bringing you another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video, and so today we are going to be taking a look at LR Bojack with his EZA on the Red Zone Broly event. So I know this is still the one generally considered to be the most difficult. I really just want to put Cooler in slot 1, but there's only one attack. What's the chances that it's going to be a super? We'll do this. I can actually get Janemba's full passive, so we'll do that. We'll give everybody the support and the damage reduction, and then we'll do this, and we'll see what happens. If we get supered frame 1, then that was the right shot. But I mean, Cooler will still take damage from a normal attack in slot 1 on his first turn, right? He's a unit that needs to get at least some build up, and then he can actually tank normals. But so I'm interested to see basically how well Bojack is going to perform against Broly's normal attacks is kind of the main thing, right? Because AGL Broly and the STR AoE phase, like, it's pretty obvious if Bojack gets tagged with a super. I mean, the AoE phase, everyone gets hit with the super, but if AGL Broly hits Bojack with his super attack, then, you know, he's going to die, right? He's going to take a pretty significant amount of damage. But if he's able to tank his normal attacks reasonably well, then I think that does bode fairly well for his usage, right? Because we talked about yesterday in the, like, first showcase of him, that his role, if, you know, he does get some help in the future, is going to probably be on teams as like a floating orb changer, right? So if once he's got his super attack off for the turn, where he obviously raises his own defense for one turn, if you get an additional, obviously that helps as well. If he's then able to tank normal attacks from some of these bigger bosses, then I do think that still does give him like some value, right? So let's get you. Actually, yeah, because we'll get some hits in with Metal Cooler here. He's got type disadvantage, so he shouldn't do too much damage. So we'll do this. He can also negate this Broly super attack, I think, if I remember rightly. So, yeah, just grab these. So we're running a similar-ish team to yesterday, right? So I'm running the LR Cooler team, so Bojack is only getting the 170. If you didn't see the original showcase for Bojack I put up yesterday, Captain Ginyu is his only 200% lead. And I thought about putting together a Ginyu build for this video, just to see Bojack not only against Broly, but on a 200% team. And there's just so many units that I would want to bring on like the Cooler team to kind of help complement Bojack, whether it's from links or support or whatever, that you just can't run on the Ginyu team. And some of the better defensive options for the Ginyu team, unless you're just bringing Golden Freezers, some of the other like Ginyu Force units, they kind of need Captain Ginyu to be around with them in order for them to be at their best, right? So it's not really the best team to run. Now, if we were going to run the team to actually just try and beat an event, then it would be fine. But it's more the fact that it's not a good team for running Bojack on main rotation, which is obviously the point for the video, right? If I was just going to run a good Captain Ginyu team that could probably beat Broly, then if I was going to run Bojack on it, he would be a slot 3 floating unit. But obviously that's for the point of the video, we want Bojack to be on rotation. So I figured we would still run the Cooler team. So it's like I said yesterday, right? If we get a really good 200% leader for Bojack, then all of these numbers are obviously going to be a lot higher because he'll be getting a higher leader skill. So we can take the risk here and put him in slot 1 because we are fighting against a tech enemy. I want to see the advantage of getting this 40% extra attack for allies at the start of the, from his 18 key super attack effect, because with the amount of damage that both the Coolers can actually put out, it's very possible that we could just one turn this tech phase, right? I mean, Bojack's putting out an 8 million attack stat here by himself. We get the crit as well, so obviously the tech one, he's tanking his normals. I was gonna say I kind of want to see him take a super. So how much is he going to take from this? So type advantage, we raised our defense once. 51k, I mean, that's not too bad. And then 8.2 from Metal Cooler. Now, bear in mind, he's not fully built up, so that is pretty decent for him on, what turn is this? 4. So this is his second appearance. So yeah, we take those. And then, yeah, STR LR Cooler still needing his build-up as well, coming in with an 8 million attack. So, I mean, Bojack being able to put out the 40% support for allies for the rest of the turn is a pretty significant number, all things considered. But no additional super from Cooler means we get another turn here. Your damage reduction is going to be high enough. Wow, he's attacked enough already to have his active skill. That's pretty good. So we'll do that. Grab this. We'll just grab same type orbs, juice up the Dokkan gauge a little bit. Hopefully we don't get supered in slot 1, because Golden Frieza lost a little bit of his damage reduction, so obviously he loses some as each turn passes, so he would still be able to tank a super here like pretty well, but I'd still rather not take that damage if necessary. And then no crit though. Can we get a crit on the additional? No, but we don't need it. Good stuff. Alright, so now we go on to the AoE phase. Now this is the one that can be quite tricky. Oh, look at all these orbs. I really want to give the orbs to Janemba, although you don't share any extra key, or any extra links. Man, it's really a shame it's going to pick up all of those rainbow orbs, isn't he? I mean, I guess I could leave Janemba on rotation, but then do I get enough key to 18 key super with Bojack? Let's put Bojack in slot 1. So we'll do this. Then let's see. If I go for these, drop the tech orbs down. Another rainbow spawn in? No. Okay, well we can get the support from Janemba. We just can't get the damage reduction. So what is our defense's start of turn? Metal Cooler has 450k. Janemba has 173. That's obviously bad for him. I am going to use a Whis here. If the super attack is before Janemba attacks, then maybe double Whis would have been a good idea. But although Janemba's defense will have gone up now as well because we picked up the 4 orbs. So LR Bojack putting out a 9 mil attack stat here, basically. Can we get the additional as well? No. Double digits. Well, I was going to say double digits on the normals. That's good. But we have the Whis up now, so I guess it's irrelevant. Now, Bojack and Metal Cooler should tank the super if it comes on this turn for very little damage. Looks like we are going to get lucky here, and Janemba's going to super attack first. Because remember, Janemba does have guard, and Janemba raises his his defense on super attack. So his defense is now a lot higher thanks to him supering. Oh, Bojack didn't. Broly didn't super. Okay. All right. Well, do I just nuke through the AoE phase here? I guess I probably should, right? Let me make sure the active skill skip is on. Yeah, as much as I love the supernova, I don't need to see it twice here. So we'll do that. Cancel out one of the attacks. Do this. Cancel out another one. And then Cooler should just be able to kill him here as well. Grab all of these same type orbs. Build up for our Dokkan mode. I think we might not get the Dokkan attack anyway before the end. We'll see. But LR Cooler will be able to finish off the AoE phase. So we've managed to keep a Whis for the final phase, which I kind of want to use it. Like, this is the only problem, right? Is I talk about how I want to see how good Bojack can be against Broly in terms of tanking his normals. But because Broly can be so dangerous, depending on the rotation we get, it's like I want to use a Whis to protect from like a slot 1 super. Because obviously I'm not going to put Bojack in slot 1. I guess I could just put Frieza in slot 1, and then unless Bojack gets supered, Metal Cooler at the end could potentially die, and then we just get the revive. So let's do that. So we'll do this. I'm not going to use the item here because, like I say, I want to see how well he can tank the normal attacks. Oh, we get revival from Frieza. What does revival give us at level 10? Revival at level 10. Key 2, attack and defense 5%, and recover 5% HP when HP is 50% or less. Okay, well, the extra 5% defense, I'll take that. So we have, what, 340k. Now, remember, we haven't been losing much HP, and Bojack gets extra defense the lower your HP is. So, post-super attack, he's going to be at, like, 450k. That should be perfectly fine to tank Bojack's I keep saying Bojack. Broly's normal attacks. So we should see normal attack tanking for double digits. Now, the worst case scenario is the first attack that he throws at Bojack is a super, and then we just die, and we don't get to see how much damage we take from the normals. Double super would be good here to see if we could actually live a super attack from him. So there you go, double digit damage, and now here comes the super. How much is this going to do? Probably instant death, right? But he takes double digit damage from the normals, which is what I wanted to see. 780. I mean, that's a lot of damage, right? We've seen it do more, but yeah, that was a lot of damage. So yeah, I mean, he tanks the hard-hitting boss hit normal attacks for double digits, which, if you're going to use him on a team as a floating rainbow orb changer, then that's fine, right? I mean, I kind of expect a unit in that role to die to a super. I mean, that was with no support, and he had, what, like 4 links active, and we got 780k, still quite a lot. A good link partner on a 200% team, maybe he gets a double super. Maybe he would survive that, I don't know. But I think, like I talked about in yesterday's video, a lot of the potential for whether you're going to actually use this Bojack is going to come from how well they choose to support him in the future. And so a lot of that comes down to Golden Week. Now, one of the things that I didn't notice, and in yesterday's video, we were talking about how good a baby would be for this team, because Bojack does link pretty well with some of the baby units. Another unit that he does actually link somewhat well with is this guy right here. So bear in mind, this is a free-to-play unit, so he has Shattering the Limit, but if we get a Dokkan Fest exclusive of this guy, and he's leading a 200% team that this Bojack is on, then that'd be pretty cool. Now, I think that's less likely for Golden Week, because Golden Week is always a dual Dokkan Fest, and that means we're going to get, like, it would be base Goku, or maybe we'd finally get full Super Saiyan in Dokkan, which some people want for some reason. I think it's a cool, like, weird thing that happened in the history of Dragon Ball, but I don't think it's ever been in any games, so I don't think it really has any relevance. But, like, if they were going to do a dual Dokkan Fest with Lord Slug, the other unit just has to be another Goku, which is going to be base Goku, unless they do full Super Saiyan. So I don't think they're doing that as a dual Dokkan Fest somehow. So if we get a Dokkan Fest Lord Slug, who knows when that could be. Baby is probably the best option for this Bojack for Golden Week for the dual Dokkan Fest. But let me know what you guys think down below in the comment section. Have you used Bojack much since doing his EZA? Let me know your thoughts on him, and let me know what you'd like to see for Golden Week down below in the comment section. I will start doing some speculation videos on Golden Week, but it's still, what, just over 2 weeks away, so I don't want to start doing them too early. But interesting to see what Global is going to do now for part 2. We have new quest stages coming in a couple of days, and the Zen eShop update, and that's basically it. So interesting to see what's coming up in the future. Stay tuned, and obviously I will cover everything as we are made aware. So that is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Masked Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Check out the links down below for the Discord and the merch store, and I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.